certainly one of my favorites, and I think to the audience every year when I'm there looking at the Baroque audience, well, they're really not a Baroque audience. They're an audience, and they love Baroque music like I do. And the first offering is the Enchanted Forest on October the 19th at 7 o'clock at San Fernando. Tell us about that. I see Jeff Garza is going to be playing his horn.
That's right. This is a forest-themed concert. The main piece is called the Enchanted Forest, and this is a story of a hero who has to go into a magical forest that's been enchanted by a sorcerer to go find this piece of wood to make weapons out of. But it is essentially a concerto grosso, a very popular form of music from the Baroque era, composed by Geminiani, one of the greatest late Baroque violinists and composers. And we also welcome our Principal Horn Jeff Garza to play two Baroque concertos, one by Telemann and another composer that you might not have heard of, Christoph Förster. This is certainly one of my first pieces by Förster. You know, these were written right around the time when the horn began to come out of the woods and into the concert hall as a solo instrument. So this is a very interesting development for the horn. And our Principal Horn, Jeff, is a fantastic player, so I think you'll have a great time hearing him play.
And he gets to play it with a valved horn, and I'm sure they were not composed for valved horns.
No. So he has to deal with the differences in challenges in music written for a natural horn and playing on a valved horn. But he's great. He's phenomenal. And I think the brass sound goes so well in the San Fernando Cathedral, and I think the audience is in for a great treat.
What brings you to Baroque? Why do you love Baroque doing these concerts?
I love the Baroque music because it is, I think, one of the most visceral and passionate genres of music. It may sound simple on the outside compared to maybe the Romantic period or contemporary music, but it actually is not. It's very raw and it's full of passion. It's not as cerebral. It's very from the heart and it's rhythmic and romantic in its own way. So I think whenever we play this music, we really go to the heart of why we do music and why we love music. And it matches San Fernando Cathedral perfectly because it was built around the time that this music was written in the 18th century.
And the sound of the music in San Fernando is heavenly, let's just say.
It really is heavenly. It's very reverberant and surrounded by this beautiful architecture and the intimacy. It's a very small cathedral by our standards. It only seats 500, there's nothing else like this experience.
I always tell people who I'm standing in line with who are inching to get just a little further ahead, there is not a bad seat in the house.
No, there isn't, but the line is very long to get tickets, so I would get there early and grab your favorite seat in the cathedral.
Good. Thank you, Akiko. October the 19th at 7 o'clock at San Fernando.